And now, Starliner Media presents Music Night at the Majestic's Holiday Extravaganza with your host, Michael Boswell.
All right, we are continuing our Music Night at the Majestic Holiday Extravaganza here. And with us now, Rick and Layla Hromadka. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. All right, tell you what, Rick, I'm going to go start with youth here on this Christmas show since, kids kind of like Christmas. Layla, what are you hoping to get for Christmas this year?
That's really hard.
Do you want to think about it for a minute?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, Rick, how about you? What are you hoping to get for Christmas this year?
A vaccine.
Oh, there you go. You may be in luck.
Well, yeah, Layla and I just did a version of Jingle Bells, and Layla wrote most of the words, and she changed the words from Jingle Bells to all about COVID and the pandemic. And one of the lines in the song goes, "I'm sure I'll get lots of toys this year, but what I really want is a vaccine." So, yeah, I mean, that would be the main thing. But I did ask my kids for a wine fridge. Okay. So I'm hoping my older kids get together and buy me a damn wine fridge because I've been wanting one forever. And every time I get a decent bottle of wine, I mean, then I'm going to also have to be able to have the discipline to store it in there because I seem to drink them before. But maybe I will try to store more and drink less wine.
There you go. Yeah.
So this way I can maybe invest in a few, drink them down the line instead of, a month after I get them.
All right. Well, tell you what, Layla, where did you find the inspiration for your lyrics that you did on this new version of Jingle Bells?
So it was the first line that my dad did. He wrote this, he wrote 2 lines of it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And after that, I just thought of more ideas. And then he was like, oh, we're making a whole song. I didn't know we were making a whole song. And I was like, wait, what? And so my dad was just giving me ideas, and I just thought of the lyrics.
What was the first 2 lines?
It was Jingle Bells, COVID smells. And then that was what you wrote.
We were trying to do like a version of Jingle Bells, Batman smells, but then COVID smells, and then she actually took off running with that. She came up with a bunch of ideas. It was really, really good.
Now, is songwriting something that you want to do, Layla?
No, actually, I want to be an actress.
Okay. Or you can do both.
That's true.
Yeah, these days everybody does 5 million things. So
this way you can be a double threat. You can, have a hit show, a big movie, and hit records.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, Layla, how old are you now?
I'm 11.
Okay. Thinking back on all the Christmases that you've enjoyed, what's a Christmas that you really remember most?
Oh, geez. That's really hard.
Well, was there one where you were really hoping to get something and you did?
That's every Christmas.
Yeah. That's.
I was trying to cast a wide net there, Rick.
I don't know. I remember all the Christmas, all the Christmases really well. But I guess because it was so recent, maybe last year, I think it was when my siblings came over and Colin Henry came over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were all sitting on the couch and we were all laughing and opening presents, or like every year, but I feel like that year was probably the most fun.
Well, it's always fun when you get everybody together.
That's true.
Yeah. Now tell me this, so now that you have written a Christmas song, what Christmas song do you like to hear the most, Layla?
Uh, that's.
Do you like old time Christmas songs or do you like newer ones?
There's. I think I like newer Christmas songs better, just because I understand the lyrics more. Sometimes in old songs, I don't really understand the lyrics. Yeah, but I think I like newer Christmas songs better.
Well, it's easier for you to relate to the newer ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, how about you, Rick? What's one of your favorite Christmas songs?
Oh, you know, people are going to shoot me for this, but I still love "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney, and I love John Lennon's Christmas song, obviously, and I also love Elton John's Christmas song, "Step Into Christmas." So I don't know. I really like the old school Christmas songs, Bing Crosby, you know, "Let It Snow," Dean Martin. You know, the Beach Boys takes on Christmas classics. Motown takes on Christmas classics. But some of the original ones that stand out for me are like Greg Lake's "Father Christmas" is one of my favorites. Love that one. "Father Christmas" by the Kinks.
Yep.
"We'll Beat You Up." It's just such a great life. "Give Us Some Money."
How about like
the
Pretenders?
The Pretenders, you know, Chrissie Hynde wrote a great Christmas song. Is it 1,000 miles? 10,000, 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles, yeah.
1,000 miles, yeah. And off the top of my head, those are some of the faves.
Yeah. Now, as far as like the classic ones, yeah, "I'll Be Home for Christmas," "Winter Wonderland," all those. Which of those old school ones do you?
Well, I do love a lot of the Carpenters Christmas songs as well. Well, for the Christmas song, "Chestnuts Roasting on It," Nat King Cole would be my favorite. That's probably, that may even be number one. That rival with Bing Crosby's "White Christmas." Those two would probably be the number one old school. Yeah. And again, Dean Martin, "Let It Snow" is a great one. I think Dean had a very underrated vocal technique. He was just so smooth.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, for old school stuff, I would say those three guys and those two tunes in particular.
All right. Now, since we're talking old school, what's one of your childhood Christmas memories?
I can remember, and this is so vivid, you know, I mean, I can remember waking up one morning at 5 a.m. on Christmas. I probably was about 10 or 11, getting up, seeing all the Christmas presents under the tree, going out the front door with my newspapers, in my bicycle, putting the newspapers in my bicycle rack and delivering those papers when it was friggin' cold. It must have been about 15 degrees outside, and delivering all my newspapers on Christmas Day, coming back home, going back to bed, and then getting up maybe an hour later with the rest of the family to open Christmas presents. So that one really sticks out because it was a bit of a bummer. But I felt like I had achieved something. Like, okay, at least I made other people happy. They got their paper.
Right.
So that Christmas, I don't know why, that one sticks out. And then I do remember a Christmas earlier on than that. I was probably 5 or 6, where I got the Batman utility belt, and I was just, I don't think I've ever been happier in my life. I mean, when I got that utility belt, I was just like, you know, I don't need anything else. I don't need any more presents. This will do.
Well, I have to say, if you got the utility belt, I'm jealous.
I did. Wish I still had that thing.
Yeah,
could have got me out of a lot of jams in life. Could have helped with my 2 divorces. But anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what, you mentioned Jingle Bells. Where can people get your version of Jingle Bells?
Adam Waltermeyer, he's a DJ out of Florida who has a show called Pop Garden Radio. He just released I think it's only available digitally, but he released an album of artists. I don't know the name. It's Pop Garden Radio's 2020 Christmas, and it's all these different artists doing Jingle Bells, and it sounds like it'd get really monotonous, but there are some really, really good versions, crazy versions of Jingle Bells on this album. Some people doing it to the rhythm and chords of, you know, a Van Halen song. There's some really thinking outside the box ideas going on. And then that's what we tried to do. He was like, you know, just do whatever you want. He asked us to do it. And so, you know, my first thing was like, well, could we do something like a Jingle Bells, Batman Smells? And then I was thinking maybe a Bob Dylan version. Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. And then, you know, and I was like, no. But then I was like, well, Layla, why don't you sing it? And then it just turned into this whole COVID thing, this whole, you know, essay on the pandemic, which, you know, she wrote some really good, clever lines in this. So we just ran with it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I know what I want for Christmas.
I remembered. Okay.
I want a dog, but I mean, a vaccine would be nice too.
Yeah, she's been asking for a dog, this little one. We're trying
what
to
kind of
find
dog do you want, Layla?
A black one. No, we want like either a black lab or a border collie. Isn't that what you want?
Or a golden retriever.
Or a golden retriever. Yeah. Well, she over the summer she fell in love with this black border collie with blue eyes.
Oh wow!
It was mostly black. It had some white. Oh my God! It's the most amazing, friendliest dog I've ever met. And so that sort of got her wheels going. And so we've just sort of been on the lookout for one.
Yeah, well, when you find the right dog, or more importantly, I should say, when the right dog finds you,
right?
Because that's it usually works out. Because that's happened to me twice.
Yeah,
where it's been very bizarre coincidences that led to me and my dogs being together.
Yeah.
So,
no, that's how it works. It's like it's a family member. So, you know,
absolutely,
it's really hard to just go make a quick decision over that.
That's right.
It has to be the right one.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, Layla, is there anything that you would like to say to the viewers? Wish them a Merry Christmas or anything like that?
Why'd you have to put the pressure on me? If you do end up listening to our song, please listen to the lyrics because they're very important stuff in there, like wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance, because I hate COVID a lot, and I just want everyone to be safe, and Merry Christmas.
All right. How about you, Rick?
I think she said it all. I mean, I think I have to agree. You know, it's been a crazy year. I just, you know, I know a lot of families can't be together. Matter of fact, our Thanksgiving was really, it was just me, Layla, and her younger brother this year. I mean, and I have my older son and his girlfriend living in the house, and their baby, and even they took off. But, you know, everybody's going through that. We're all, everyone's making do with this pandemic and, you know, doing the social distancing. And I feel like, whatever you can do to try to find some joy and happiness through all this, especially at the end of this crazy, crazy year, so be it, you know. Drink some wine with the loved ones you have sitting next to you and enjoy the evening.
Well, the one thing about Christmas music is no matter how bad of a mood you are in, when you start to listen to it, by the time you get a song or two in, you're in a good mood. You can't
definitely
be in a bad mood and listen to Christmas music.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I mean, you know, I'm used to having a little Christmas shindig every year, usually the Sunday before Christmas. Of course, that's not happening this year. But, I will still be listening to the songs and being in a good mood, especially once we get our tree, which should be any day now. So.
Now you're better.
All right. Well, tell you what, with that, we'll wrap up your portion of the holiday extravaganza. I want to thank you both. Layla, Rick, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Michael. Take care.
If you enjoyed Music Night at the Majestic's Holiday Extravaganza, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and at musicnight.net. Music Night at the Majestic is a copyright production of Starliner Media. Any use of this program, its audio, or visual images without the express written consent of Starliner Media is prohibited.